The flirt. The flirt is an interesting type of guest that often puts you as a bartender into a difficult position. Whether they are flirting with you or with another guest, it is always a challenge to remain professional and ensure that they are treated as a guest. In this lesson, we will take a look at how to spot the flirt, along with how to handle the flirt. Let's begin with how to spot the flirt. Spotting the flirt is very easy when the guest is flirting with you. There will be obvious signs like winking at you, trying to touch you when you're speaking to them or giving them their drink, and even offering to buy you a drink while you are working behind the bar. While these signs are easy to notice, it is more difficult to notice when guests are flirting with other guests. Guests flirting with each other only ever needs to concern you as a bartender when the flirting is making one of the guests unhappy and uncomfortable. To notice whether a guest is flirting with another guest, look for similar things to what was mentioned earlier: the guest trying to touch the other guest and the guest trying to buy the other guest drinks. You will also be able to notice easily if this is making the other guest uncomfortable by looking at their facial expression and their body language. Now that we can identify the flirt, let's discuss how to handle the flirt. When you are dealing with a guest who is flirting with you, the most important thing to keep in mind is that you need to behave professionally towards them. This means that you should never flirt back and never be overly aggressive and attack the guest. Instead, remove yourself from the situation by politely saying that you have other guests needing service and work duties to perform. If the problem persists, inform the guest that you are going to call your manager. A more sensitive situation is when a guest is flirting with another guest and making them uncomfortable. The best way to handle this is to save the uncomfortable guest by offering them another place at the bar, a seat in the lounge, or just entering into the conversation to ease the pressure off them. The main point with the flirting guest, no matter what the situation, is to remain professional and to constantly treat the guest as they should be treated, as a guest. Well done on finishing this lesson on the flirt.